I wasn't even going to do it. I wasn't even going to pull up. Hold on, look. It's my day off. I wasn't even gonna do it. I got my outfit on. I'm about to go. I'm supposed to be weak. My old lady, my wife is coming. You know, we got a workout routine, and we be going out and we be like walking at night and stuff, and you know, I'm trying to get in shape and stuff like that, man. But I just couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. I had to jump on real quick and just drop a little knowledge and get to this situation. Yeah, man, it's getting real spooky out here for y'all. It's getting spooky for y'all. Hey, I told you, less than 24 hours from when I got off the airwaves and I was doing my blogs and podcasts all over the world. I told y'all, there ain't really much you can do, because at a point in time, you're going to get an opportunity. And it's all about what you do with the opportunity. And let me just tell you, 2 days in a row, the last 2 practices, yeah, boy, has been legendary. We ain't going to be long, man. If you catch it, you catch it. You can catch it on the rebound. But we got to come up and pull up these barbershop chairs. They asked for it. I pulled up on another day and another day and another day. And we're going to keep doing it as long as he's dropping these touchdown passes. We'll talk about Shedeur Sanders and why it's getting spooky out here in these streets for people. It ain't too much you can deflect with this one. Men lie, women lie, but these numbers and these highlights don't. Let's get to it right here on the barbershop. Boy, I tell you what, man, y'all messing up my workout.
Quality, service, atmosphere. You're next in the chair. Feel at home in the barbershop. G. Bush offers a fresh cut on sports. The barbershop isn't just grooming for guys. It's culture, it's lifestyle, it's sports. And it's now the barbershop is giving the sports scene a sheer shave and shine. Join the makeover now. Follow Garrett Bush at GBush91 on Twitter.
Oh, welcome on in. I told y'all it was impromptu. I wasn't even visiting. Come on here like this today. I was gonna get off here and I was gonna take my little walk outside. But then I forgot today was full padded practices. And I actually forgot that tomorrow I will be at training camp. But I'll be doing the show. So I'll be on the show 3 to 6 tomorrow. So I figured I got an Ultimate Browns to deliver. I got to get into a lot of different things. And guess what? I couldn't play no games with y'all today. I couldn't play with you. People who was hitting me up. A lot of cats was delivering highlights. And I just got off of Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Shout out to Rob Parker. He came on the show. And I told him, G. Bush, Rob, I was on your show the other day. I told you about 12. I told you about him. I said, listen, he's going to get an opportunity. And when he get that opportunity, ain't really much you can say. And so we got to really come on here and talk real quick, because I ain't going to be long. I promise I do 2-hour blogs and all this stuff. I promise y'all we ain't going to be too long. I want to really get to my afternoon walk. But I had to come and pull up on y'all. I had to, because right now it's getting quiet in these streets. Streets is quiet right now. And I told y'all to be quiet on Sunday. It was a very nice weekend. On Sunday, it was very quiet in these streets. I said, listen, the way the young man was legendary in practice on Saturday when I was out there, he was cooking. Bring me my apron. 3 touchdown passes. I said, listen, when y'all close y'all's laptops tonight, on Saturday, y'all write the article, close them laptops, and go ahead and just log back in Monday. Cause it's looking wild out here right now. Cause to see you aunties, to see you uncles, all the above is rejoicing. By the way, people is rejoicing. Shout out to Coach Prime. God is good. Shout out to Coach Prime. When he had his announcement today, I'm so glad that his announcement came back. And when you talk about the cancer, the C word, that gets scary. Coach Prime, and by the way, let me just show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show. You knew Shiloh and Shedeur knew about that all when? Huh? How long they done known about that? How long they done known about it? And for them to be able to keep the main thing, and keep a smile on your face and continue to come back and forth and still help the community and still answer these questions and still be like, I'm keeping the main thing, and your father is going through that. That's why there's a level of respect level out there for Coach Prime. And there's a level of respect that we take no slander with that. Right? Come on, man. Come on now. Let's not act like, listen, if my dad called me today and say he got to go through something like that, I'm folding a tent up. Y'all ain't getting no barbershops. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. I got to figure, I got some family things I got to figure out. And for him to go and be locked in and playing and talk about football, different. This is why he's showing you in real time why he's different. It's levels to it, people. It's levels to it. And for you to jump, for you to have that all over your head, understanding what's going on, but you still available to lock in. That's the advantage of you growing up in front of that camera at all times. Because you can compartmentalize everything. Come on, man. That stuff like that, you get news like that your father is going through a surgery, and your father talk about, I might have to do a will. I might have to get my will together. And you trying to learn plays and you trying to figure it out, and they asking you questions and you're getting reps. Is you're not getting reps? Come on, it's different, folks. It's different. It's levels to it. That's why I say, listen, I root for you on the field. I want to see what you can do. But at the end of the day, you got to keep the main thing. And the main thing right now is, are we balling or are we not? And guess what? After Sunday came, and this is unfortunate, I don't wish a calamity on anybody. Kenny Pickett, I hope he gets healed up early. At the end of the day, he still plays for the Cleveland Browns, and you never, as a competitor, want to see another person fall out and you get a job because of somebody else that didn't happen with them. You want to earn it. But like I told y'all before, as I told you, it seemed like I got the newspaper 24 hours in advance. When I came out and told you, when it comes down to the way football work is, you can't hate on nothing. What you gonna get is that opportunity to show what you can do. And when you get that opportunity and when you get that to work, your job is to go in there and give me my apron and let me cook. And for the last 2 days, he was cooking. And today, he didn't rest on his laurels. I heard people all on the radio talking about, well, it don't necessarily mean he gonna get no reps because Pickett is done. That don't really necessarily mean nothing. Really do it, G. Bush. I mean, it could mean that he gets some reps for now, but it ain't really no reps like that. Come on, man. You see how they be moving these goalposts? The posts be moving. If you listening real quiet, boop, boop, boop. That's the sound of them moving them goalposts every single day. Boop, boop. Actually, this works out for everybody because Pickett got the job sold up. Oh, he do? Oh, he do? Actually, to be truthful, I think this is more for, like, Dylan Gabriel about to get these reps. If Flacco definitely started, okay, well, listen, I think that, he ain't gonna be out that long. And listen, at the end of the day, like I said today, I done been in places where I done been on the other end of the spectrum. When you trying to earn a job, at no second or no thoughts are you to be missing time. Let's not act like this is a vacation and Kenny Pickett got it sold up. Because when you talk about that competition and them pads get to hitting, and you start to get that physicality, players play, ballers ball. It's something that happens. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it to you, bro. It's just like the dudes that's the nicest. We learn how to we figure it out, bro. You be like, man, listen, it's just like telling a brother, man, hey, I might be looking shabby today, but don't let me put my suit on and get a number one. Don't let me get a lineup. Don't let me go to my barber and get that razor lineup and get that clean, crisp fade. I go up 2 whole ticks. They say, boy, girl, is that G Bush over there? I didn't even know he do all that. You looking all right. That's where the ball players come. When ball players, them pads get on, I told y'all. See, this the payoff. This the payoff right here. See, a lot of people just be thinking I be talking. I don't just be talking. I be having stuff. Now y'all like, dang, he was right, man. He been telling us all summer it's different when the pads get on. He said when the pads get on, he was telling us just last week, hey, don't even trip, bro. When you get your opportunity, just cook. He was telling me how he had got hurt one time, or somebody got hurt, and he didn't even start himself when he was in high school till he was a junior. Coach's son had to go in the locker room and buy that. It was too late. Injuries happen as part of the game. So what do you do? You get your opportunity. And this is the opportunity that he was given. Let's just go to the tracker. Let's get to the tracker. Hey, put a number 1 in the chat if it's real quiet in your neck of the woods. It's quiet where I'm at. The internet, the streets is very sleepy right now. It's quiet. I don't hear as much noise or chatter. I just don't hear it like that. Day 5 of Browns training camp is a wrap. Here's how all 3 quarterbacks perform in team drills. Oh, team drills. Team. Oh, then there were 3 team drills. Also, let's denote today was the first day in pads. I don't know which way you can glimpse at this. I don't know which way you're going to spin this or how you're going to spin it, because now what you have to do is if you can't spin it no more, because you just told me all last week Kenny Pickett looked good, but now if Shedeur looked good this week, it don't count because it's just practice, right? Oh, so well, let me guess what's coming. This don't matter until you get to the inner squad scrimmage, then it'll count. Oh, no. Oh, he played good that time? Oh, no. It don't count until preseason game. I want to see the first. He scored 2 touchdowns that game? Wait till the second preseason game, though. That's what I'm looking for. Actually, to be truthful, why are we even talking about preseason? We need to see it in a regular season game. Regular season is when we need to see it. Oh, you're not a day 1 starter? Oh, he played pretty well in his first start, but I take it with a grain of salt. He had to do it 2 starts back to back. Oh. Well, listen, don't get it twisted. He's played well so far, but this doesn't prohibit the Browns from taking a quarterback. Yeah, I know, but it was at the end of the season when nobody had nothing to play. You see how this game be working? I keep feeling the same. It just seems like Every time there's a completed pass, there's just, I don't know how you can negatively spin 9 of 9. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how you can negatively spin the fact that I have the only 2 touchdowns on the board. I'm confused. People mad, why do we have to do the tracker? Because we made you do the tracker. We made you, nah, you're going to have to stand on what you stand on. Oh, by the way, there's footage. There's footage. Let me get to the footage. Let me remove this. I want people to be clear on what we're talking about. Hit the like button. There's 2,771 people in here. Hit that like button because right now it's quiet. I'm trying to figure out where, like it was chatter last week. I need the articles to come out. I need all the articles. I was just on my show and they told me that he's more hyped than anything. I did ask him. I asked him, did you see him play? He said, well, not really. Hey, don't get mad. Hey, this is just my opinion. I ain't saying no names. The tracker speaks. But more than anything, these stats speak. These passes speak. Let's talk to it. Let's get. Pocket real quick. Put it. Give me that. Yeah, bring that back. Bring that back for all you people out there that didn't see it. For all you haters. Now, mind you, this is how you got to do, folks. For all you haters that's online talking about that was a sack, go back and check out what I said a day ago when Kenny Pickett was stepping up and throwing the ball and people was trying to say that was a sack. Did I keep it G? Am I keeping it even? See, this is what even looked like. And what I told people was, nah, we're not going to play that. We're not going to play that. Kenny Pickett stepped up in the pocket right there. If they ain't got the pads on and they ain't getting tackled, I'm not counting that as a sack. I'm going to give him credit for them 2 touchdowns on the goal line the same way I gave Shedeur Sanders credit for the crazy dime he dropped in rookie minicamp when old boy got his feet in bounds. And somebody said, well, his foot was on the line. I said, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to play even down the line. See, listen, you called me what I want, but my resume speaks. That day 1 when I went to camp, I said, Dylan Gabriel's arm is better than I thought it was. That day 2 when I went to camp, I said Shedeur was balling. He won today, but I thought Kenny Pickett showed a lot with his legs, and I thought he had a nice day today. My resume is solid, people. So when we get to this, and he's stepping up in the pocket, evading, by the way, he had the white leggings on today. He was evading and moving, stepped up in the pocket twice. You talk about it was a sack. Stop playing around. Rewind that. Drop a bomb on that flex. Here it is. I see you in here. Let me step up. You flat-footed. Give me that. They had to cut the chairs early. Cut it. We don't want anybody getting excited around here. I'm going to just keep that on deck if I got to put that back up. I'm going to just remove it from now. But this ain't it. This ain't all. This ain't all. It was another drop. It was another dime. Touchdown, Browns! That was so quick. I don't know what happened. Are you going to tell me this was a coverage bust? Or maybe you're going to tell me this was against the fives, or he was throwing the support staff, or he was on the other field. See, now ain't no opportunity to say he was on the JV field playing against support staff. Let's take a look at that again. See, the funny thing about football is, really funny thing about football is that when you talk about football, You can't write away. You can't write that away. What are you gonna say? I'm just waiting. I'm looking for it. At some point in time, you got to say, listen, man, let me just see what it is. We ain't asking for you to just jump on the bandwagon like that. We understand that you've been hurt. We understand that we are in counseling right now as a fan base, and I get it. We've gone through so many bad relationships, and we have so much baggage from these other places that we tend to displace that on new people who have no idea what you've been through. I get that. But we're not asking you to fall in love overnight. We're not asking you to get engaged. All we're asking you to do is simply pay down the middle. Simply say, look, man, you know what? I'll give it to Shedeur. I'll give it to him. I came in and I thought that, he was a little overhyped. I didn't know what to make of the whole Dion thing. And to be honest with you, I really didn't even watch Colorado like that. Listen, we got a lot of stuff. We covering Deshaun Watson. We covering Quinshon Judkins. We covering a lot of these guys. I didn't see Prime in them play all that much. But I will tell you this. I've been pleasantly surprised by what I've saw the last couple of days. And you know what? Maybe he warrants some more reps, and maybe he warrants an opportunity to see. I want to see more of him. I want to see what he can do with some of the top level talent. And I just want to see what we truly got in the guy, because from what I've seen, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't the biggest fan of Shedeur Sanders coming into it, but I'm willing to give it an opportunity and look, because if you look at it, he has some strides and makes some steps. You see how easy that is? See how easy that is? It ain't even like pulling teeth. See a guy who say that, I could give him the benefit of the doubt. I hear a guy say that on the radio or television. I could say, you know what? That guy's a rational, forward-thinking straight shooter. Listen, I admit it. Hey, listen, man, he wasn't my cup of tea. But let me just be willing to give him a little. Let me look at this. Let me take a look at this thing. Because we ain't got much to lose. It ain't like we got a franchise quarterback, and it ain't like we got a long track record of success. It ain't like we got something to lose. And they did draft him. Let me take a look at him. Let me see what everybody else is seeing in this guy. Don't that seem like you would be a rational person? But every single time we turn the TV on, it's like pulling teeth. It's like we got to pull. It's like it's like somebody coming up to you and asking you to loan you $50,000. It's like I'm asking you to change your religion. And these are very hard things to do. I can't loan you 50, and I'm not going to play with your eternal resting place. Usually you're kind of locked into those things. There's a little prohibiting factors that make you not take that next step of that leap of faith. But in this case, you can't even get to a point where you say, well, look, he was the fourth quarterback. One quarterback got moved. So therefore, you would guess that the third quarterback would start to get more reps, right? Oh, no, that's not necessarily what it. Y'all be looking crazy. It just makes you look wild, because it's like, what is inside of your sternum that is keeping you pulled back, that you can't even see? You ain't intrigued. You ain't nothing. That's the problem. You see, because I don't have no problem doing that. Why is it that I can go and I can say, hey, Dylan Gabriel, hey, I thought when he throws the out route, he got a nice velocity on the ball, throws a nice spiral. His arm is better than I thought in person. I can say, listen, I didn't get taxed extra. Nobody came to my house to beat me up. Listen, I didn't have to sleep on the couch. Why is that hard to say? If I could look at Kenny Pickett and say, man, it's a doggone shame he got hurt. Because I thought he had a really good practice. He's more mobile than I thought. He was throwing the ball. He had 2 touchdowns last practice. Nobody came and kidnapped and tied G. Bush up. Why is that so hard for y'all? Why? It's not that difficult. What's somebody gonna say? You know what? You out of pocket for that? What do you mean? Just because somebody else, you don't have to take away from somebody else's game to make somebody else look good. I don't gotta hold your game. I don't gotta hate on you to make me feel like I'm cooking. Because the real ones know if they cooking or not. The real know. The people know. guys, I want to tell you, I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder. All my brethren, all my people. The people not stupid. They're not dumb. They understand what's going. They can see with their own eyes. It's like the king with no clothes on. You keep telling the king his outfit is dope today. And he's walking around in nothing, in his tidy whities. But ain't nobody willing to just say, you know what, I ain't got no time for that. Listen, I don't got no time for this. Let's just go call a spade and just get this over with. Hey, King Charles, King Cooper, whoever it is. Hey, bro, they telling you got the finest outfit in the world. But listen, bro, you out here looking crazy right now. You out here looking wild, bro. You have tidy whities on and you're going around asking people, bro, they about to put you on the 13th floor in the hospital. Don't ask nobody outside the kingdom this question. They gonna have to get you together. They're gonna put you in one of them padded rooms. Mental health is a thing out here. Don't be asking around outside the kingdom. It's okay, fellas. It's okay. You ain't got to keep saying, oh, that cornerback. I heard people on the internet, the cornerback. What was that cornerback doing? Why did he jump up and pick that off? How you root for the Cleveland Browns, but you mad that the defensive back that played for the Cleveland Browns didn't jump up and intercept the ball because you don't want to see a quarterback that the Browns drafted get any reps or do anything good so you can say, I was right? Make that make sense. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense where grown men do this now. Where do grown men be in a bag like that? If Dylan Gabriel was cooking and took over the job and balled the rest of his life and led the Browns to the Super Bowl, would I be dumb enough to sit here and say, well, I still don't like it? For what? Ask yourself, why don't you like it? What's upsetting you about these touchdown passes that are being thrown? What's upsetting you? And you know what's so wild to me is that y'all take everything that some other person tell you and you run with it. And then you make it that your ideology. Why would you take some national undisclosed reporter, why do I give a damn about what the Giants think about Shedeur Sanders? I don't give a damn about the Giants. I'm trying to win the trophy. Kick rocks. Why am I taking with the Giants in this pre-draft? Screw it. I don't care nothing about Tom Brady. That's my guy. That was his dude. If it was Tom, why did Tom take him? That's on Tom and the Raiders. Who cares? Tom won 35 championships over in New England. I didn't sniff not one of them. Tom got his rings. I'm trying to see mine. Why are you, Cleveland Browns fan 76, why are you so invested in painting narratives that somebody else in another fan base that covers another team told you that you can't even be halfway objective or even interested in dude balling. It's not debatable. If I can watch Kenny Pickett, who played for the arch nemesis Pittsburgh Steelers, who I rooted against, who I despise their organization. I don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like the Baltimore Ravens. I respect what they do, but I can respect what you do and still want to beat the brakes off of you. If I can say and come to the conclusion that I can say when somebody is playing or doing well or not doing well, I'm confused why everyone else is just not there. But listen, hey, I'm going to just tell you guys this, how I get down, and we'll get to your comments. Make sure I hit the like button, almost 4,000 in here. We'll get to your comments. Let's talk about it. I love the fact that the dude understood the assignment. What I say, great players got to give you ammunition to ride with them. Great players got to give you ammunition. And Shedeur Sanders giving you ammunition every day. Every day he giving you ammunition. Every day he's giving you something different. Remember I talked about the unbothered aunties. I said it's a whole coalition out there, and they're a little more patient than me. I'm like, how is he not getting reps? This is wild to me. They unbothered, sipping that coffee. Unbothered, sitting in that rocking chair. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Barber. I've been watching this for a long time. Wait till that first game come. Man, I don't know. I'm over here. I don't know about that, man. When they ain't even giving them rest. They got them throwing the balls to trash cans and support staff. This is unacceptable. Guess what? A lot of CU family members moving around. Don't even worry about that, nephew. We got that. And I always wonder, why is he unbothered? I'm like, this is wild to me, unbothered. This dude is just moving around, no reps, no nothing, unbothered. He taking group pictures with everybody. He getting people together, group pictures. Hey, everybody, come on together. I know my dad is got a terminal illness, and you keep asking me about him, but everybody come on in and get these pictures. Come on in. Let me hang out with Miles Garrett a little bit. Right? Watch this. All that humble talk, that's up out of here. You can't even whisper that. Can't even talk that talk no more. Can't even talk that talk. Because unless you are willing to put that level of work in, I need to see your charity. I need to see all that humble and all that, he needs to do this and he needs to do this. I don't know nobody's father who had cancer. And you knew about it, but you was still going to the hood in the community, and you still answering the questions about speeding tickets, and you still saying, when last time you talked to your dad? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Right? I've been busy. I've been in that book. They say, your dad gonna come visit you? I don't even know. See, he the oldest. He understood what the responsibility was. Hey, Dad, you go visit Shiloh. He might be a little shook up. You go talk to Shiloh. He might need that. I'm the oldest. See, it's a level of old. When you're the oldest, it's a different responsibility. Because when you're the oldest, if you out there, put it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. When your parents get a little sick, and they say, well, your dad went to the hospital, your mom in the hospital, or one of your parents call you, and have to say something about the other parent. And let me tell you about your mom. Let me tell you about Come on now. Guess what? Shedeur said, no, I got it. Handle your thing, bro. Handle your thing, Pops. I'm good. We gonna cook. We ain't even talk about that. Bro, you can't tell me about nothing humble. What you mean? That's a different level. It's a different level. And sometimes you got to show what it's about. I hope people, because here's what happens. I hope people get to a point where they realize this. Yeah, that line, that was that. Yeah. So yeah. But he's the grown one, right? He's not the oldest, but he's grown. He's grown. That's wild. That showed me a lot of growth. That shows you grown. You're like, yeah, don't even worry about that. Go visit everybody else. Don't even worry about that. I'm cool. That's wild work, bro. You can't even ask nobody about no humbleness, bro. You can't ask nobody about that. Can you? You can't ask nobody about no maturity like that. Come on, bro. If I find out anything going on, I can't go to the hood today. Guess where he's at? And, by the way, you got that playbook together, too. I ain't seen no bus. I didn't see them. See, where is the? I'm gonna ask y'all. Look, where's the misassignments? Where's the plays that he calling that's incorrect? Where is all of the errant? Well, I didn't know what I was doing on this play, coach. When I heard Tommy Reese, he said he's been working his butt off. When you go back and listen to what Tommy Reese say, he's been working his butt off. He's done a great job of understanding what we asking him to do. Well, where is you getting the rest of this from? Come on now. You ain't got to pivot on nothing, but the line of questioning got to be different. So now, when we talking about something, I'm glad he gives me the ammunition, because guess what? Moving forward, I'm not willing to talk about none of that other stuff, because I'm gonna redirect the questioning. Well, yeah, that's cool, but what you seeing on the field? Yeah. That I mean, no disrespect, but what you seeing between them white lines? No disrespect. What are you seeing? What are you hearing from his coaches? Not Colorado, not rookie camp. What are you seeing today? What did you see yesterday? Because listen, here's the thing. I'm not asking nobody to do nothing I ain't doing. I'm not referring to Dillon Gabriel at no point in time from Oregon. How many times you done heard me say Dillon Gabriel, Oregon? Because I don't give a damn about Oregon. I give a damn about what's happening today. Dillon Gabriel, what are you doing today? You heard me say what Flacco was doing back in the day? Ray Lewis and them ain't here. What you do today, dog? What you do today? See, now the conversation has pivoted. We are in a place where now, and I'm so happy for it, now we having football conversations. And now this area is only for people who want to have football conversations. That's all we trying to hear. If you got tabloids, if you got National Enquirer, if you got the New York Post, if you want to do the opinion pieces, bro, we've moved past that. Because guess what? He done shown he can play. And the problem is now it's open to the world. Everybody's seeing it. Everybody watching it. It's on full display. They invited the fans to come to practice. These preseason games about to be on TV. After a while, it ain't gonna matter what you say. Because I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do. Let me tell you what the national media gonna do. They're gonna go run tell that. Because guess what? He's good for business. He's great for business. You think they want the Arizona Cardinals And this is crazy because Cam Ward, the number one pick. You want Arizona Cardinals versus the Tennessee Titans, or you want Browns with Shedeur playing against Joe Burrow? You want Shedeur versus Lamar Jackson? You don't want to see Shedeur versus Aaron Rodgers? You don't want to see him against? You don't want to see him against Patrick? So guess what they're gonna be doing? Wait till tomorrow. One day is a fluke. 2 days, first day of patch, and you cooking. That's a pattern. You better be watching Colin Cowherd. You better be watching the Ryan Clarks, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Dan Orlovskis, the Lewis Riddicks. They didn't already told you. I'd have been starting one of the two rookies. You think they ain't on it? You got time. You still got time. It's still early. You remember I used to do telethons? My grandma used to watch QVC. She used to go to sleep watching QVC. She was the first person I know. I thought it was magic. She used to call the number. I'm like, grandma calling somebody on TV and just get what she want? That blew my mind. You know, they get to go on QVC. They'd be like, and coming up, we have the topaz earrings. We have the set right now. Sue, in the back, how many do we have? We have about 200 left. I'm going to tell you what, this code number, HBCU 2016, we can get you on 3 easy pay. Ladies, guys, if you really want to get your daughter for graduation, your grandmother for retirement, your mother, this is a great gift. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. How many do we have left? 100. We have 100 left right now. Easy pay, for all the easy pay people out there, $15.99. 3 easy payments. This stuff is going fast. I'm telling you, great gift. Christmas is around the way. Don't wait till the last moment. Get it in the summer and get it. You know what? I'm telling all the beat reporters, hey, I'm telling y'all, it ain't too late. You still got time to get on the train. Nobody will remember what you said 2 months ago. Still in the summer. You got time. You can be on the ground level of this thing before the first touchdowns are ever thrown and everybody see what it is. Before the reports come out, you got time. All you got to do is just say, hey, listen, man, I'm willing to give it a try. Let me look at it real quick. But I'm going to tell you what, don't wait too long, because the national media, they'll move this thing along quickly. Kevin Stefanski, let me talk to you. You should be playing Shedeur Sanders. I don't know what you guys are doing, blah, blah. Let me tell you. Let me talk to you. Don't let the scoop go past you, because they're getting ready to move on this thing. Pickett out a week. Pickett is out a week. I told Jay on the show today, don't you be telling Kenny Pickett he need to be chilling and hanging out. He better get right back on that bicycle. He was playing good, but sometimes in life, you got one opportunity. And when that opportunity moves along, sometimes you don't get it back. He know what type of time it is he on. He know what it is. He's trying to resurrect his career. He's trying to get that. Everybody out here is trying to move with that generational money. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, there's a level of people willing to give guys second chances now. He like, this is better chance than I'm ever going to get to be a starting cornerback in this league again. You talk about he good. No, he ain't. He rehabbing tough right now. But there's always that competition level. You got time. You got time to pivot. I was just playing with y'all. Maybe go ahead to get up out of here. These folks be mad. It's 1,100 comments in here. I want to get to y'all's comments because I want to see what y'all got. I'm gonna give y'all opportunity to get y'all's victory laps on. Right now. The CU Aunties is cooking 2-3 days in a row. They sipping all the tea. They got the either they sipping tea or lemonade or a mixture of both. Boy, let's get to it. Man, we got a bunch of this is crazy. It's crazy. Saeed Abdurrahman. See you, my brother. Super sticker. I appreciate you. Joseph Jack. Gee, they hating on young man so much. Why they hating like that? He's a franchise quarterback, hands down. He has it. That's the factor Stephen A. talk about. Shedeur has it. Remember, I told you he was unbothered the last couple of days. He was completely unbothered. Unshaken. I'm cool. I get the reps I'm going to get. Shedeur, why aren't you getting any reps? Hey, man, that's not my place to ask that question. You know how it works, man. Hey, listen, I told you. This is why it's my favorite sport. This is what I told you, bro. You can't even, bro, you can't. There's no hiding on that football field. There isn't. That's why football is the number one sport in the game. That pendulum comes from everybody. You can't hide out there, and you can't hide nobody out there. You're going to have to perform. And when the pads get on, the spotlight's different. There's something about some people. When the lights get bright, Happy Valley Forest. Demonstration beats conversation. Caught Rob Parker and he came off silly and uninformed. Viva Hernando, #1. I appreciate that. Shout out to Rob. He didn't have me on this platform. The odd couple. Him and I was on with Chris Broussard. And the funny thing about it is people actually like, G. Bush, your line of questioning was crazy. And I said, listen, I've been on his platform as they called me to come talk about Shedeur Sanders. And I told him the same thing on the platform. I said, bro, listen here, OG. I mean, they telling you, but it's different though. I'm watching it. It's different right now. I said, listen, if he start balling, I'm gonna call you and say he was balling. He said, if he's balling, I'll give it to him, but I don't see it. Okay. You know, it was ironic that a couple hours later, I told you how I do. I don't care what nobody say. I make my own assessment. I watch every single game. I told Jay, and when I was on the Earl Pro today, I've watched every single game that Shedeur Sanders has played in. All of them. What? Bro, that's what we do. I was watching Bernie Kosar 1988 footage yesterday. For no reason. Just cause. That's how it worked. Yoshi Doshi 2006. I was hard on Gabriel Saturday because he sucked. I said to come and rock it today. Gabriel had a good day. Credit Shedeur moved up and still dominated. There you go. You ain't got to take nothing away from nobody to say somebody balling. There it is. Tomorrow, look, watch this. Tomorrow, Shedeur might struggle. Does that change how I feel about his prospects of becoming a friend? No. But I got to keep it G and say he struggled that day. I don't understand why it's so difficult. It's not that hard, fellas. I don't see how you can be mad at 9 for 9 and 2 touchdowns. And he had 3 touchdowns on Saturday. And he was unbothered with throwing to people that wasn't even part of the team. I get my reps when I get them. Joseph Jack. Gee, didn't Russell Wilson do this when he was at rookie camp? He sure did. He sure did. Matt Flynn got that huge bag, and Matt Flynn got a bag. Russell Wilson was just better. Now, here's the thing. With Shedeur, he understands that what he's going to have to do, it's going to have to be undeniable. And that's what you need. You need it to be undeniable. Because when you start doing it against other people and other teams, then people got to come around and say, you know what, I can't even hate. Can't even hate on it. Leslie Rutherford, Cleveland Post show today, still trying to downplay Shedeur 99 and 2 TDs. When are our first team reps coming? Kev and Drew need to stop. Hey, you try. You listen. First of all, I'm not willing to I'm not willing to take no shorts on my credibility, trying to downplay nothing. There's like, who are you faking in front for? Like, I'm not about to be, man, G Bush out here crazy, bro. He ain't see that. That's like if Dylan Gabriel come out and throw for 4 touchdowns tomorrow. Am I supposed to say he ain't balling? I don't be getting it. That's why this is the way I talk, the way I am. Hopefully people will see it and they'll come around and say, you know what? Maybe G Bush got something there. Maybe he got something there. Maybe, you know, maybe I do got a blind spot a little bit for this, right? Maybe I could just, you know, keep it real and say, you know what? Let me see what he got. Because most people is not asking for you to say he's a Hall of Famer. I don't get that. He has such a high bar on everything that he does. It's almost like it's almost like you see a supermodel and you're a regular person and you see a supermodel, but because you at Miss America, you start nitpicking supermodels from random. You're like, hold on. I know she's not is beautiful as Miss South Africa or Miss Argentina, but come on, don't act like she chopped liver. Don't act like she ain't still a supermodel. Don't act like she still don't know 3 languages and got a washboard abs and still is in shape and ready to go and do humanitarian work. You start to look in the mirror, you be like, hold on, I need you to reevaluate what's going on here. We're not asking y'all to say Shedeur Sanders is going to be the greatest quarterback. But the problem is this: you lose credibility because you're willing to take a leap of faith on a quarterback for next year that you can't even identify. That's wild. Think about that. I'm a man of faith. You're telling me I am willing to take a leap of faith on a year away before the season starts on a quarterback that I don't have enough information about to even say his name today. Boy, that's crazy, is it not? But all we asking you to do is say, hey, you think Shedeur can get first team reps to prove that he's decent? No, not willing to go that far. But you're willing to go far enough to say, I'm gonna take an unnamed quarterback and package all our picks and forfeit this whole year to get to next year just to say you like who? What's in front of you, man? My mom used to always say, you ain't getting no dessert. You better finish that food first. Come on. Could you skip 2 meals and tell your mom, I know you got that ice cream from the store. I don't want to eat breakfast or lunch. I want to just eat a little bit of dinner and I want some ice cream. She's going to tell you to shut up. You might not get no ice cream tomorrow if you thought about it. How you going to skip this year, skip all the picks, and just dip to next week? I'm going to dip to next year and get into this next year. No. That's why y'all be looking crazy and y'all be hemming and hawing. I don't know. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. I've been saying, we got one, coach. Shedeur Sanders 12 is him. He's him. G. Bush, what's up? With 53 hitting Shedeur during the play. Is it true? How is that allowed? Keep telling the truth, G. Bush. We rocking with you. I don't know, because you know why this is so great? I don't even know. And that's the good part about it. Shedeur don't say nothing about it. He keeps it pushing. He say nothing about nothing. He just keeps on, keeps rocking, keeps moving, keep throwing. I had 2 days. I got to make it 3. I got 3. I got to make it 4. That's against this defense. I got to get to next defense. That's against our team. What about what I'm gonna do against another team? That was the first preseason. What's the next one? It's moving. I learned something. I learned something. I told him, listen, I learned something from him. I had to start answering questions like he do. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about these plays. I mean, I ain't talking about no. We talk about these plays. I need you to comment on these plays in this film work. If you ain't got no play, if you ain't been in your film bag, if you ain't been in your pad, listen. If you ain't been in your write it up bag, if you ain't been and I'm watching those sort of, I can't have no conversation about that. I'm not gonna be entertaining that, man. We passed that. We passed that. I'm not that smart. I went from 3rd grade to 4th grade. We don't color no more. We don't use crayons. We use colored pencils. I've evolved. I've evolved, right? We're not talking about none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Servant of the Most High. What a great name, by the way. I love you. You and Brother Snack live yesterday. You stand on truth of your brothers, and you are doing an excellent job, Hebrew brother to Hebrew brother. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you as well, and I thank you so much for the super chat. Yoshi Dochi, 2006. Shout out to Dion, happy and healthy for another 50 years. I appreciate it. And he appreciated it too. The robber sees you and says, sorry, Mr. Bush. I meant to rob your neighbor. Enjoy this Kool-Aid. Go Browns. Did he walks away? Hey, listen. That's that favor. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I didn't even mean to rob you like that, G Bush. You right. You ain't do nothing. You just, look, you're right. I'm gonna just go home. Just go home. D Bell. Shedeur's the baby. We just call him grown. Hey, you know what's so funny? My wife corrected me. She was waving me down. She said, no. See, this is the thing. No. She was like, no, sir. He's not the oldest. He's the baby. I'm like, dang, bro. She waved me all the way down. I'm like, bro, did you see you auntie too? Did you get your parking? Did they send you a parking pass? She was hot about that. She was waving me down. Stop it. Cut that podcast off. You know, she's my moderator. She's my moderator. So, so if you see her in there and wave, say hi. And I do. And by the way, I do have to pay her. I do pay her a wage. She'd be renegotiating. Like after last year, I said, bro, like, but it's all good. You do a good job. Jay Carter, $1.99. I appreciate you. 12 got to continue to play well. Coach Prime strong. Danny Littlejohn, I thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. C. Anthony, they're keeping Shedeur off the ones because the moment he touched that field with them starters, it's game over. It'll expose Stefanski and Barry for wasting a draft pick. No politics, just facts. Hey, listen, C. Anthony, Louis Riddick said it. He said it without saying it. Louis Riddick said, listen, if you don't think that the Cleveland Browns feel a certain type of way about this, you're crazy. He said, because even if you took Dillon Gabriel, right? If you play Shedeur over Dillon Gabriel, the question is going to be, why did you take him over Shedeur Sanders? Why did you waste a pick? And Louis Riddick is correct. I have multiple friends that are in the league, and the pecking order in which you are drafted is a thing because the general manager is invested in that. The organization is paying more money to the people that get slotted higher. So what you're saying is, hey, we've drafted both of them, but they kind of gonna look side-eye each other like, did we really? Who took this? But like I always tell people, I always encourage people to pivot, be flexible, be a lifelong continual learner, and don't wait until the you know what hits the fan to make a decision and say, you know what? The San Francisco 49ers wasted a lot of picks on Trey Lance. A lot of them. They drafted Brock Purdy in the 6th or 7th round. Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft. They had draft capital, resources, money tied up in Trey Lance. And when Trey Lance didn't get it done, they didn't even see him that much. You know what Kyle Shanahan went to the owner and said? Yeah, I kind of fumbled the bag on this one. Trey Lance, I don't think he's good. But that kid I wasted that we got in the 7th round that people thought was Mr. Irrelevant, I actually think he can play. And you know what he did? They traded Trey Lance, kept it pushing, and Brock Purdy ended up taking him to the Super Bowl. Mind you, they went to the Super Bowl 2 years prior with Jimmy Garoppolo. Now think about that. That's Cleveland. If any quarterback takes us to the Super Bowl, I don't care what he do for the next 5 years, they ain't getting rid of him. What kind of eye for talent you got to have to say Jimmy Garoppolo had us in the Super Bowl? All that be damned, I'm going to draft Trey Lance. Then you say, oh, I messed up on Trey Lance. Let me get him up out of here. And you got Brock Purdy and still went to the Super Bowl. You know what that take? You got to be, and you know what kind of ownership got to be like, okay. It's like telling your girl, like, hey, you trying to go to the Olive Garden? Okay. Who turns down Olive Garden? It's unlimited breadsticks and salad. Who turns it down? I don't care if you eat $50 a plate somewhere. Nobody is turning down Olive Garden, okay? Yoshi Doshi 2006. I gave up sports career for elderly parents. I know. Bro, you already know that. Listen, you already know. I told my wife, I said, man, you already know. When you get married to me, just know, the parents are with me. They've already chosen. You know, parents, they put their order in earlier. Like, yeah, something happened to one of us. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. Y'all go on vacation, or like I'm still going on the vacation. Like, you know, like they know which one to pick. They like, it's 3 brothers. I got 2 brothers, right? I'm the oldest. So they had already told me. It's like, listen, and when you get married, did you tell her what's going on? I said, I know, Mom. I really like this girl. I can't tell her you're moving in once Dad or one of y'all move. No, we can't do that yet. Just let me get to it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying, y'all been talking for a while and we ain't had the conversation. To still go 9 for 9 with 2 touchdowns, knowing an hour before you step on the field, your father is about to make a major announcement to the world. Sanders, Shedeur is different. Morning Coffee, we appreciate you. The fact that he probably knew about this for a long period of time. I just watched Well Off Media, and he was doing a junior, Deion Sanders Jr. He said, he told me to document it. And when he was going through the situation, and he said, bro, I just want to be there for you for a son, but to be a son. I want to be for the, like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of crazy. I didn't understand why he was telling me that. And he said, because, he wanted to be documented that what God was going to bring him through. So now that he got through it and everything is good and he back on the job and he brought him through that, that goes to show you how God will work and turn something into nothing. And he'll bring you through a situation where people wouldn't even think about it, right? And so that just it ain't about him. It gives glory to God and how he brought him through that situation. And even through the toughest time when he was going through his health issues and his 2 sons is playing football and they away, they can't be around, they're not as a family. It just goes to show you the stuff that really is important. So he said, I see why it is now. You know what I mean? And that's part of living your life in the spotlight. People say, why are you so famous? Can't too many people live their life in the spotlight like that. Ain't too many people deal with it like that. Because it would have been super easy for them to be out here talking about this is why it happened and this is that and this is, and I was stressed out and didn't nobody say nothing. And they just went about doing their thing. That just comes from growing up in it. That's just crazy. Patrick Williams says, I noticed America didn't give Shedeur any credit. All she talked about was Flacco's reps. Well, that's why you have the barbershop. That's why I always talk about this, man. The chatter gets quiet. Remember I said it's real quiet in these streets. It's quiet. You can hear a pin drop right now. You hear a pin drop. Because, listen, you remember people used to say, hey, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Touchdowns make you do that. Touchdowns make you do that. Them touchdowns and them people cheering. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. That's why it's quiet out here. You got to wait till a bad day of practice or something. This 2 days in a row. We got to cook. Listen, you got to, Larry Fournier, we appreciate you. Shedeur has been like a field general during training camp. He's winning the war. And remember what I said in my last podcast. You talk about winning the war and doing things like that. What you got to really understand is this. When you talk about winning the war and what you're going to do and how you need to do it, you got to do it one battle at a time. And it don't do you no good to worry about why you ain't getting no reps. Now you are. Capitalize. It don't do you no good to say, okay, I did it 2 days in a row. All right, that's good. What you going to do tomorrow? You still got 25 more plays to learn. Every day they dropping a new 25 on you. Right? Now now the pads is on. Now we got to worry about, okay, am I making the right checks? Because now they want to see if I'm making a check from a run to a pass. If I'm making the correct check, where's my target receiver? Okay, I see what this real game is about. Where Myles Garrett at? I need to find out where he at all times because he can wreck a play. Where Denzel Ward at? Where my matchups looking like? See, now, every day, it ramps up. Every day, there's something more added to that. And every single day, you have to add to your game because it's going to ramp up. It's going to ramp up. You doing that now. Guess what? On the other side of the football, they about to start saying, hey, look, that's a nice little story, but we play defense. We're not trying to hear none of that. Yeah, you can't do that if you ain't getting the ball off. Like, you see what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to understand and help your offensive line them out. Because today, I heard that the defensive line was dominating. You got an older offensive line. They're run blockers. So what do you need to do to help them out a little bit too? So this is all the things that go to winning the war. And I think for me, and I think for everybody involved and moving, and this behooves you, this is for everybody. It's 5,000 people in here, bro. This behooves everybody. We got to get out of narrative fairy tale land. When we gonna get down to reality and start talking about this football and getting to the brass tacks of stuff? I told y'all before, summer is over. It's time to flip the page. It's time to get into that football. And the quicker we stop talking about all this other, we not trying to hear why so-and-so fell, what speeding tickets he got, why is he famous, is his father coming to camp? It's time out for all that. As professionals, we supposed to be zoned in on what we're talking about. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. You think I'm on that type of time? I don't care what you did last week. I want to see what you do tomorrow. That's what I'm on. And for everybody, for the Cleveland Browns, we've been living off that. That type of stuff is junk food. That narrative based back and forth about what we gonna do 5 years in the future, and the ownership is toxic, and Jimmy Haslam and the dumb bro. That stuff is junk food. You can't be healthy eating Snickers every day. We eating Snickers and Twizzlers and junk food every single day, and then wonder why we get sick of talking about it. Or sick, I'm sick with the Browns. But you keep eating junk food. Jimmy Haslam didn't take one carry. Jimmy Haslam didn't throw one pass. And the dome is in 4 years. You know what can happen in 4 years? People be up out of here in 4 years. You ain't got no days to be worried about that. How you worried about tomorrow? How you worried about then? Things change. See, when I saw Jim, look, listen, I've been watching these teams, and I watched these from Fred McLeod, longtime voice of the Cavaliers on television, passed away. Jim Donovan, longtime voice of the Cleveland Browns on the Red, passed away. Joe Tate, longtime voice on the radio of the Cavaliers, passed away. Jim Brown, greatest Cleveland Brown, passed away. Everybody think they got time and years and next week. Everybody think they got this time on their hands. And you sell people short when you keep sitting there. There's some people that have been watching these Browns play for years that wear their colors. That's 70, 75. You know what's so crazy? I look at my dad and I'm like, man, I was watching the Browns since we was this high. We still ain't seen no Super Bowl. If you would have told me we wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl by the time I am here, I would have told you lying. But guess what? He pushing 70. So for all the people that do you're doing people a disservice selling these bill of goods, talking about what we doing in 4 or 5 years, and it's about next year's draft. And I'm like, okay, well, we was talking about next year's draft when we drafted Johnny, and when we drafted Baker, and when we drafted Brandon Wheaton, and we drafted Colt McCoy. Bro, this has been year after year after year after year. But we keep selling these people this hope and this bill of goods every single year. And right when we take an L, we bad about it for 2 months, and then you sell it again. It's the same thing you're selling. And people say, I know you don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. No, it don't got to be that way. The Washington Commanders, they won how many games, and where they at? Well, we're not going to get Jaden Daniels. You know what? They had the heart, the integrity, and the belief to believe in Jaden Daniels. They believe in something. What do we believe in? That the tooth fairy gonna roll over one day and come put some money under our pillow and tell us that we lost long enough? No, you gotta willfully believe in people and go after it. Not sit back and say, when is my turn? Your turn ain't never coming. Anybody in life, if you sitting out there waiting for your turn right now, if you watching this waiting for your turn right now, I'm telling you what, it ain't coming. It ain't coming. God don't respect people that wait for their turn. You got to put your actions out there if you're going to have some sort of faith. And the faith that we got, that some 18-year-old kid, or we're going to luck into somebody. No, your job is to evaluate the people that got right in front of you. Because how you see a blessing, how can you receive a blessing if you don't even know if one's standing right in front of you? You talk about give me the blessing next year. What if it's this year? What if the promised land is now? See, the problem is you're not mentally ready for the success. You always ready. I got to get my mind together so I can embrace it. Bro, I'm ready to embrace a blessing anytime. I'm ready to get my blessing tomorrow. Let me get it real quick. I'll take it tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I ain't want to preach too much. I'm just saying, bro. But we've been doing this a lot, man. We've been doing this a whole lot. And a lot of people don't understand. They be walking through life, just walking and just sleepwalking through life and not even understanding the urgency of what today talking about. You ain't promised no tomorrow. So I be trying to tell these general managers, bro, you're not promised tomorrow, bro. You sitting up here setting up a nice little comfortable bed for somebody else to come sleep in it because you refuse to see what's right in front of your face. I'm going to punt on the season and play 2 old quarterbacks and not give this guy a chance so I can give another dude that I think is good a chance next. You won't be here, bro. You won't be here. You won't. If you don't get up and put your pants on like every other person do, somebody is coming to get your spot right now. That's why you got to be on. Like somebody coming to get your spot today. Nah, bro, I'm not giving my spot up. I work too hard. Matter of fact, they didn't give me a spot to start with. So yeah, I'm going to be on Tuesday. I'm going to be on Monday. I might just pull up and start talking again. How many blogs you got? As long as he keeps throwing touchdowns, I'm going to keep these blogs going. But come on now. Come on. BP in the building. Let's see. Here we go. Yoshi Dochi. Can't hide now. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You right? Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. 5,100 people, wherever you at. I want to say thank you for pulling up on me. If you on UCSS, hit the like button. If you on Ultimate Browns, hit the like button. If you on the barbershop, hit the like button. Hit that share button. If you on Facebook, we appreciate you there over there too. If you on Twitter, let's keep it cooking. Bridget Maxey, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm late. Will 53 be fine for hitting Shedeur? Hey, y'all is on it. Y'all is on it. He probably won't get fined. He'll get talked to. He'll get talked to. He won't get fined. Because you know what? That's how they treat a fifth round pick. You're a fifth round pick. Now he can't hit Joe Flacco. Can't hit Joe Flacco. And then he will get fined or cut. It's the way it goes. Can't hit veterans like that. G. Bush, y'all gonna have to stop Jay from interrupting every time it's someone else's time to talk. Listen. That ain't Jay will tell you. We've been doing that from day one. He'll tell you himself. Yeah, that's his thing. Shout out to Jay. It's funny, man. You guys funny. DP, see you uncle on deck, nephew. Keep your foot on their necks. For your cuz grown. Got me over here ready to untuck all these goalposts, wrist up. All of them goalposts pushing Mikey Flicks. Hey, listen. The goalpost, boop, boop. That's the goalpost moving. It's coming. Hey, Anthony Latham, when you asked Rob Parker if he watched the film and he started making excuses, that made my day. Just asked a simple question. I wasn't any hidden meaning to it. I just feel I'm sincere about the way I go about. I need to be alerted. I need to be, because here's the thing. I just don't feel comfortable. I need to be, sometimes I go back and I got to look at it again. I got to go, sometimes I got to get in my Jackson State bag. Because you guys just think about this like this. There wasn't no change. There wasn't no guaranteed way that the Browns was going to take Shedeur. There wasn't no guarantee to that. So, sometimes when you get somebody, you got to go back and refresh yourself. So, you know, me, I just went back and I took a look at it. And so that's how I feel about it. Hey, you got to, hey, look, I always say this. You got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Shout out to Rob Parker, by the way. I want both rookies to be the guys for 10 years. Hey, if you can get them, if you say I got my backup quarterback and my starting franchise quarterback, and I got them for 10 years, and you got them in the third and the fifth, you cooking. You cooking. You did something. And that's the quickest way to get you a job, right? Or keep one. It's the quickest way. Rodney, do funny. They can't handle the truth. You know how we do. We just kicking knowledge. We just kicking the truth. P. Rothstein, 216. We ain't seen you in a while, P. Rothstein. We appreciate you. The cream rises to the top. If the fix is not in, there's no way he will not shine. I've seen 40+ games of him, and he's the real deal. Thank you, G. Bush, for holding the Browns front office and media accountable. You know, listen, I had to pull up. As a matter of fact, hold on. For all y'all that came in late, I said I got to keep this on deck. Here you go. In case you missed it, I got to keep it on deck. Watch him step up in the pocket. Got you. You thought it. Got you. Got you. This is what I'm talking about, man. Hold on. We ain't done yet. Let's talk about it. See, when them cheers start happening, it's hard to take away from that. Very difficult. Very difficult to take away from that. Fidama D. Super sticker, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. G. Bush. I know you're a Browns fan, but CLL, they don't want Shedeur. I'm convinced the Cleveland Browns general manager don't want to win. CLL, Cleveland loves losing. Again, thank you, Baker, Tampa Bay, and Shedeur fan. Hey, listen. Here's the great thing about this. I don't care what they want. See, I don't care what they want. They talk about. There's a contingency of people that would like to see him play. And there's another contingency of people that don't care nothing about, I'm trying to get these wins. And there's another contingency of people that is unbothered that they don't want to see it. I mean, there's a lot of different colors to the rainbow in terms of like the variety and the different thought processes of the Cleveland Browns fan base. We are not a monolith. We are not one mind, one band, one sound, even though I would like it to be. But you either learn, listen, you can always change somebody's mind, one person at a time, one touchdown at a time. It's going to be a part of the population or a fan base that's going to come around slower than others. Remember, I just gave him a whole PSA. This is QVC. You've still got time to get in on the bottom level of this thing. 4 easy payments of $39.99. You could put it on your charge card, and it'll come out monthly draft. Matter of fact, call us today. We'll pick the date it come out your bank statement. No problem. Oh, you want to hide it from your significant other? We'll have it discreetly put as automatic draft. You don't even know what auto draft it is. Just go ahead and come. No, don't do that. Be front right. Be forthright. Don't be buying a bunch of stuff on the internet if your partner does not know. Only if it's over $1,000. Anything under $1,000, G. Bush completely says go ahead and swipe the card. Grown is balling, mind is steel. Adoma D, I appreciate you as well. Dwayne Harris, just $2 for a super chat. You're too kind. We appreciate you. Shout out to you. Los Knights Owls. Nick Chubb being let go was the final straw for the Raiders fans now, but will always rock with you, G. Bush. Nick Chubb, by the way, your starting running back for the Houston Texans. Joe Mixon is out until the start of the season. Nick Chubb, I heard a press conference talking about how great he feels, how he got his year worth of training in. He's back to being, he's in the AFC too, by the way. I know it hurt. I tried to tell him. I tried to bring him back. I wanted him back. East Coast Cavs, salute G. Bush. I wish continued healing and prayers for Coach Prime and the Sanders family. We appreciate you out there sending them shout outs. Picking in the Hood too says, hey, G. Bush, Dion didn't tell them what he was going through. That's wild. That's tough. Even just knowing your pops is in the hospital, though. They might have not known what exactly it was, but, I mean, in a hospital, not doing good. And then he texts, when he sent out that little fragment that said, I got to do my will, I put my will together, I might have had to step away for a second. Hey, listen, I know I'm in the quarterback competition, but you know what? That just goes to show you what a real father do. See, a real father don't put his sons in a predicament where they got to make sure or worry about nothing. He's the head of the household. He's the leader. We're not going to put that on them. They don't got no decision in that. That's on me. So, y'all in training camp. That's going to be the main thing. I got God with me. I got my other son with me. And we're going to cook like that. But as far as what we're going to do, all that's people, I like to look at what's real. That's a real man. That's a real dude. He ain't even gonna put that in he's not even gonna put that in your purview. You don't even got an option to come check on me like that. Cause I'm gonna deal with what I gotta deal with. Cause I understand the game that you in. Miss Tien, now that dad is fine, please connect with Bucky. There you go. There you go. 53 don't want none. Hey, 53, man, you might check in with the CU aunties. 53, whoever you are, just get on Twitter. G. Bush is a bum. I appreciate that. He's him. 199. I appreciate you, man. If you wanna send any other super chats and call me any other names, I will read those aloud. If you guys want, we could do a whole roast. G. Bush's fat face, G. Bush's bad knees, whatever the case may be. Please go ahead and send those super chats this way, and we will read those live. We will do a whole roast. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the smoke. Not one Manning left college before completed 4 years. Last I saw Arch in year 2. Browns can keep playing if they want. Get first round Ryan Leaf. Morning coffee, man. He got a lot. He got to worry about the SEC. We're not entertaining that. And even if he did, see, here's the thing too, man. I mean, we're not acting like that's the disrespectful part about it. We're not gonna act like I wasn't out here doing 9-9 and I'm dropping dimes. We're not gonna act like that is it. Come on now, stop playing games. Black 5 Entertainment. I'm so tired to hear about Stefanski's scheme. I'm more interested in Shedeur's skill over the scheme. They need to come up with a scheme suited for Shedeur Sanders in order to win. Wake up, Brown, shaking my head. Black 5 Entertainment, I've always said this. You do those things when those are crutch phrases and crutch stuff. When you talk about good teams and ball players and good people and good players in general, the one thing that you don't be hearing about is Andy Reid's scheme. You don't be hearing about Kyle Shanahan's scheme. You don't be hearing about these buzzwords. All that stuff don't mean nothing. You know what scheme I like? The scheme that score. The scheme that get me points. The scheme that is tailored to my playmakers. The scheme that gets people involved. I didn't like Stefanski's scheme when Odell Beckham Jr. didn't get the ball. I didn't like his scheme when it was 14, 15 carries for Nick Chubb when he should have been getting more. I didn't like the fact that his scheme that he didn't have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb playing at the same time. I could keep going on and on. Because in football, it's not about scheme. It's about how you adapt to your players, your playmakers, and putting people in the best position to make plays. And so, look, if that's what they want to do, Kevin, if that's your scheme and you love it, great. I need to see some points. I want to see. I want to see outcomes. I want to see the points. I want to see the efficiency. I want to see the explosiveness. Those are the things I'm looking for. Those are the things I'm touching on. Keith Beckham. Browns media bigging up Pickett is wild to us. I think there's a lot of times, I used to say to a lot of people, it was anybody but Shedeur. But, it's very difficult to do that now. Kenny Pickett got to get back on the field. Shedeur is on the field. Dylan Gabriel's on the field. Joe Flacco's on the field. We can only evaluate the people that you can't make the club from the hot tub. That's what they always said. And take it from a guy who was injured all the time. I was the hottest dude and up and coming, the number one recruit, and then I just start getting hurt. I done tore my ACL three times. I had neck surgery, back surgery. I done had so many surgeries I can barely count. So I know when they move on, because they're like, listen, yeah, you great when you're on the field, but you keep getting hurt. So, that's the thing about football. That's just the breaks, not for long. M. Rimbo, 1, my first super chat ever. Thank you for your coverage. I want to say thank you. And for all those out there, don't get it twisted. I appreciate every single super chat I get. But honestly, if you want to help the show, if you want to help us out, all you got to do, put a comment in the comment section. Send us a thumb up. That does more than you know to get the content out to other people so that we can get like-minded people who like this content. So don't feel bad if you ain't got $2 or $1 or 50 cents or nothing to send. I appreciate everything people send. But if you really want to help us out, wherever you at, if it's Facebook, it's YouTube, subscribe to the channel and put that thumbs up and put a comment down, and so we can get this commentary going. And that's what we like, the dialogue. Vernell Jackson, one of the day ones. I'm so sick of Barry and Stefanski. Play 12. Just play him. Just play him. Don Peasy. The fact that CP not kept his health under wraps, or if the fact that Coach Prime not only kept his health under wraps to keep his son's focus and elected to get his bladder removed after a 3-year treatment to be with his family and team shows commitment and is inspiring. Yeah, those are the things I care about. I don't care about the jewelry. I don't care about the suits and the cars and the athletic. I mean, he didn't have so many toes amputated, all that good stuff. He just continues to put stuff that's real. If you mad at a man because he said he bringing his Louis luggage, or you mad that he didn't have to waste his time going to 5 different schools before he got a job at a Division I school, if you mad the way he talk about it, you mad that he confident, bro, that say something about you. Maybe you need to go to counseling and figure that out. Talk to somebody about it, figure it out. But the way another man handle his confidence level shouldn't hit you to a point where you mad. It shouldn't. I don't care nothing about that, bro. What you mean? The things you mentioned that you just put down Peasy, them the things that's the real make of a man, right? Or we just that I could have. That's what I feel. G-Bell, G-Bush, I love you. Take all and any money. Stefanski has a losing scheme and he's a job. I've added Rob Parker to my non-factor list. Hey, you've got to ask the right question. Hey, listen, man. I've told people before, it's easy to say you don't like a player and you ain't tapped into what he's doing. You ain't tapped into the film work. You ain't tapped into what you do in the community. You ain't tapped into, you know what I'm saying? You're not tapped into, for me to make an assessment, if you want to ask me about any quarterback next year, listen, you want to talk Lenore Sellers? I'll talk about him. Cade Klubnik, we want to talk about him too. Drew Aller, I'll talk about him. Garrett Nussmeier, we could talk about him. Arch Manning. Let's talk. I got your top 5 or 6 that you're saying. So if you like them so much, let's talk about them because we can get to them. I'll give you the ups and downs on them. But you got to do your homework, though. You got to be out here. I said I wasn't going to take too long, and then I lied, and I've been on here dang near 2 hours. I'm sorry. It rained. I'm sorry. What I do want to say is I want to thank every single person that pulled up. I'm going to be at camp. I'm going to be ready to go tomorrow. And 3 to 6, make sure y'all check that out. 3 to 6, I'll be on 92.3 The Fan. You can check that out. Download the Odyssey app if you want to listen to me. If you'll see you, auntie, you around, I'll be on with Jonathan Peterlin tomorrow. And, of course, check out Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show tomorrow. We ready to go. 11 to 1. We're back at it again. I'm sure we'll be talking about this. And we're going to keep it going, man. So with that being said, shout out to Rob Parker. I got the jersey ready for you. Dog. I'm going to give it to Jay. He's going to get you the jersey together at what you want. You want that 12 away or that color rush 12? Or you want the Jim Brown double setback 12? Or you just want the traditional home? Not a Browns fan at all. Here for Shedeur. And it is hater all day. But you are a great host. Just too bad it's for Cleveland. Hey, now listen, I'll tell you what, man. I love my Browns. Love the city. I'm from Northeast Ohio. And at the end of the day, I end this the same way every time. You never know when G. Bush is going to show up. I might be on radio, television, or internet. But if you want the fresh cut on sports, the real take, I keep the Clippers with me. And I always say this. You guys have a great rest of your evening. And this is how much I shows that I mess with the Browns. Have a good rest of the day. And most importantly, more than everything, go Browns.
Quality, service, atmosphere. You're next in the chair. Feel at home in the barbershop. G. Bush offers a fresh cut on sports. The barbershop isn't just grooming for guys. It's culture, it's lifestyle, it's sports. And it's now the barbershop is giving the sports scene a sheer shave and shine. Join the makeover now. Follow Garrett Bush at GBush91 on Twitter.